Okay, having a bit of a look on YouTube and seeing Steve Earle's classic Copperhead Road, there's a lot of different variations, people playing the song acoustically. The tune itself is written in the key of D major, and we're going to have a go at it on the guitar. The guitar's in standard tuning. It is a 12-string guitar, but it'll sound pretty much the same on a 6-string. To try and get the mandolin feel that the tune has, particularly in the intro, we're going to use a couple of different chord inversions, and our first chord is going to be a D chord, and we're forming it with our index finger at the 6th string 5th fret, taking our ring finger over to the 4th string at the 7th fret, and our pinky is on the 5th string directly underneath, and that gives us a D major chord. Now you can leave the D string alone, which is obviously the 3rd string, or you can let it ring. Gives it a slightly fuller sound. Our next chord shape is a G, and we're going to use this G, and all it is our standard open D chord shape, and we're running it up so that our index finger is at the 7th fret, and that gives us a G. They're the two chord shapes for the intro, and when we get to the verse we're just playing our open D, again either with or without the 3rd string ringing, depends how mandolin-y you want to go. And the next chord, rather than using the open G chord that everyone uses, we're going to use this G chord, which we take our index finger and bar across the 3 treble strings, and then I'm using my ring finger, and that's on the 4th string at the 4th fret, and that gives us a little G chord. Again, it's higher pitched, it's a thinner sound than the big open G. As I said, we're trying to get more of the mandolin feel. Now it's all in the key of D, so you can let the D string ring through the chords, or you can leave it be, it's up to you. For the intro, working around these shapes, our first change, we're going to drop our little finger down so that we bar the 6th string at the 7th fret as well. And that gives us a B minor chord. It's the same as just putting your finger straight across. All we're doing is collapsing the chord down. The next chord shape is taking our D chord and we're just moving the little finger across 1 fret, so it's on the 8th fret, and that gives us a D sus4 chord. Our next trick, again, we have our little finger across on the 8th fret again, and this time we drop it down. So we're clipping the 6th string at the 8th fret as well. And that little chord shape there is a G sus4. These fingers aren't doing anything, you're doing it all with the other two, but you get the idea. I take the D chord shape and I run it down the neck 2 frets. That gives me a C major chord. Now that's not really in the key. Properly it should be an E minor chord, which would mean just lifting my ring finger off and putting my middle finger down on the 4th string at the 4th fret. But hell, it's a passing note. The C chord's easy to grab on the fly, no one's going to notice the difference, truly. So that's about it for the D chord shape on the intro, and the only other one is the G chord shape, which I said is our standard open D shape, and we're running it up so our index finger's at the 7th fret, and the only change to that, we go to a G sus4 by putting our little finger down on the 6th string at the 8th fret. So the intro, if we put all that together, I'm just going to do this slowly, the intro sounds like this. Down in the verses, we go down to an open D chord, and we have a little pattern that we're playing on the 4th string, and we do that by lifting our index finger off, and we will put our pinky down on the 4th string again, this time at the 4th fret. So you get this cool little repeating pattern going. We move from that D chord after 12 bars up to the G. Whoops, to the G. And again we're playing that with a G and a G sus4, which just means we're going to bang our little finger down on the 4th string at the 5th fret. And that's... then back down to the D. Then he has a couple of bars up here. That's pretty much all there is to the song. If you have a listen to it, just using those chord shapes, and you can hear the arrangement, it's pretty straightforward. Hopefully it gives someone out there a couple of different ideas on how to play it, either as an arrangement just to accompany a solo singer, or just have a bit of fun at a party, or go busking or whatever. Anyway, have a bit of a play with that. It's very straightforward, very simple, and have fun. Enjoy.